So I start militia, leave my residence, thinking how I could get some dead presidents. I need money. I used to be a stick-up kid, so I think of all the previous things I did.
What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Joseph Cervantes. I'm coming to you, bringing you a little bit of information on a seminar that I just attended this last weekend with one of who I find to be the most intricate and special people on this earth. Her name is Chalene Johnson. Her and her husband, Bret Johnson, have put on this amazing opportunity for so many people like me and like you, serial entrepreneurs, people who have tried different things to get their life going, to fulfill the passion that they feel within them. And they put together this program called Smart Success. And they introduced it to you over a weekend's period of time, and it was the most amazing thing that I've ever experienced in my life. I'm telling you guys, I felt this renewed sense of passion and drive to get into what my calling is. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this seminar that I went through. So before I get to that, I want to kind of tell you a little bit about my serial entrepreneurship. When I was young, pull this bad boy up real quick. You see that one right there? Yeah. I was probably about that old, about 7 or 8 years old, and I was thinking about different ways to make money. Why? Because I saw everybody that had money. I was around music artists. My dad was in that industry. He did promotions, and to me, I wanted to find a way to provide money because I thought, hey, if I did that, I'd be able to give my parents things and maybe I'd be able to buy things for myself. So I started a business. I was going to school. I was in first grade. I'd go to the street, down the street, and buy these packs of nail laters, or I don't know, 5 cents at that point. And I started with a quarter, and I bought 5, and I took them to school with me, and I sold them to people that were in school. And I remember the feeling of getting all of this money back and reinvesting it into buying more nail laters the next day. And pretty soon, it started evolving into M&Ms, and I ended up having like $10 in profit starting from a quarter. And I thought, wow, what is this? Like, all I gotta do is go to the store on my way to school anyways and buy this stuff for people, and they're actually gonna give me money for it. Now, I was selling these things for close to a quarter a piece, and I was buying them for 5 to 10 cents. I mean, it just made sense. And the only reason why they were buying from me was because they were not interested in going to the store to get it themselves. So I was playing a role in them finding whatever they needed to be happy. And I thought, wow, what an awesome opportunity. And since then, getting a little bit older, I had some things that happened to me during high school where I was able to find some additional opportunities there. And even after graduating and moving on in life, I started a photography business, and that was extremely dynamic, and it was great for me to do, and just on and on and on. But I hadn't been able to fulfill a passion. And I had to really think about that this weekend. What was it that drove me? What was it that was making me feel fulfilled? Now, my job right now is as an operations manager. I manage Fortune 500 companies. I've had 3 in my portfolio already. But it's a job to me. I'm so good at what I do that it's just become repetitious, and it's a standard way of living to me. And although it's great, and don't get me wrong, I appreciate it. I'm so grateful for what I do, but it's so repetitious and it doesn't fulfill. I kind of feel like it's a paycheck. And again, nothing against the opportunity. I'm grateful for it, but I need to find something that calls me, something that when I'm working on it, I don't pay attention to the time. The time doesn't matter to me. Time passes by without me even noticing. And this weekend I had a breakthrough. And it was standing in front of 1,200 people, reading to people my key priority statement. And I'm sorry, but people only have a 5-minute attention span, or so I learned this weekend. So I'm not going to read it to you, because I'm sure by now you've probably taken out your phone Oh, who's on Instagram? Oh my God, let me take a selfie. Sparrow, right? You've done that already? I'm sure you've probably already gotten a little bored of this video. But let me move on. It's just one of those things that I've come to understand that in order to fulfill your passion, you've got to find what makes you feel good and content. And everybody out there has that opportunity. You never have to feel like you're stuck in a certain environment. And Smart Success is the way to get there. I'm telling you guys, this is an amazing program. And not to mention the fact that Chalene and Bret are the ones that are putting it on, and they're so inspirational at that. I mean, let's talk a little bit about Chalene Johnson. I met her a few years back while doing Turbo Fire when I was trying to lose weight. And after doing P90X and some other things, being a beach body coach, another one of my serial entrepreneurships, I learned about this amazing person who put together these workout programs, doing her zigzag knees, and it was like incorporating cardio, something that I hated, into adding music to it, and amazing music at that. I mean, music that I grew up on, music that you just heard when I introed. I mean, these things were like, wow, who is this person? And then I followed her on Instagram and on Facebook, and I'm like, dude, look at her posts. Like, she doesn't talk like some blown out celebrity who's trying to hide their identity of who they were. Hell no. She's like, yo, like, we got it. Like, dude, seriously, this is really you. And she didn't forget about where she came from. And to me, that drew me in. It was like, look, this is who I am, take it or leave it. And if you don't like it, go ahead, unfollow. I mean, there's the button. You can do it. You make that choice. And I was like, wow. And I started looking into it more. And then all of a sudden, she came out with these motivational posts and these posts that talk about, how to become successful. And I'm like, okay, well, let me follow along with this. And then she did this product launch for Smart Success, and I'm like, wow. I mean, I know you guys have probably had those feelings, you're in a current job, you may not find it fulfilling, but there's always something that you had over here on the side that you wanted to do. It was like, something called me, and I made a credit card payment for the exact amount that this program was. An exact amount. Call it coincidence, call it whatever you want. It was perfection to me. And it was meant to be. And to me, it made me think of, wow, this is life coincidences that I would have never paid attention to before, but it's speaking to me. And so I signed up. Signed up on the second opportunity to sign up for this thing. And it was right over the Thanksgiving break, and I got right to work. And I'm telling you, I started going back through it. And even before we went to the seminar, I went back through some of my notes, and some of the things I had written before were still present in me now. But to go through this thing and to experience the people that I got to meet, all the new friends that I created, the lessons that I was taught, standing up in front of 1,200 people and talking in front of these people and feeling secure about myself and getting people coming up to me afterwards telling me, hey, I get you. I understand what you went through. I understand what you're going through. Let's connect with one another. Let's synergize with one another. I mean, you don't get that really anywhere these days. People are too busy behind the keyboard or behind their phones, and they don't like to interact in person anymore. So to be able to experience that and to feel that sense of communion with other people, to me, that was big. And it made a big difference to me in what I'm doing now. I went to bed last night at, I don't know, it was about 12:30 probably, and I got up this morning about 3:45 because there's this renewed vigor, and I'm not tired. I don't feel like, oh God, I'm going to have a stressed out day. No, I'm going to have a great day. And you know why? Because I've learned to structure my day. I've learned to plan for my day. I've learned the things necessary to get me through to become successful in life and to do what drives me inside. And you too can have that opportunity. She opens it up to everybody. So, look, honestly, I mean, the reason why I'm making this video is as a testimonial to what I experienced, but she's also offering another opportunity for somebody to go to her next seminar. What kind of an opportunity is that? I mean, come on, seriously? To go to her next seminar and it's more about structuring business? I mean, yeah, I want to go. I want to go. So I'm going to ask you a favor right now. If you're seeing this on Facebook, click that like button and share. Share with your friends, because maybe they're at a point where they need somebody to help guide them. And if so, find her on social media. Guys, she's on Instagram. She's on Facebook. Her name is Chalene Johnson. She's not that hard to find. Look up TurboFire. Google search it. I mean, you will find her, and you will find her amazing. And if you don't, then I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong. I'm not one to judge, but you know. So anyways, sign up for her next course. Sign up for Smart Success. You may not think it'll help you in your field of work, but I guarantee you that it's going to help you inside of here. I mean, it's not about a job. It's not about a career working for somebody else and building their plan. It's about finding you and finding out what your value is and working your plan. So if that interests you and that's something that you want to do and you've always had that inkling to want to push through, I mean, it's about that time. By the way, there's a lot of dancing going on that whole weekend.
So I ball so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me. First niggas gotta find me. What's 50 grand to a motherfucker like me? Can you please remind me? Ball so hard, this shit crazy.